building on the success of her previous hits. Brisbane-based singer-songwriter Kaitlyn Thomas has garnered significant attention with her distinctively edgy country sound and charismatic performances. Her singles have all enjoyed high rotation on prominent radio stations such as Kicks Country and Triple M Country, and of course the Country Club right here, as well as being featured on esteemed editorial playlists including Fresh Finds and Fresh Country on Spotify and Aussie Country and Country Rises on Apple Music. I have no doubt whatsoever that her latest outstanding release, Hell of a Long Time, that I played just a moment ago, will follow in the footsteps of her previous successes and very quickly find its way to the top of the charts. Kaitlyn's music has resonated strongly on streaming platforms, with her single Damn You amassing around 200,000 streams on Spotify alone. Her previous achievements on the charts include reaching number 5 on the top 30 country charts at Country Thunder and number 13 on Play MPE's top 20 streams. Additionally, she secured the 16th spot on the Oz CMR Tasmania charts. This is all impressive stuff. Having enjoyed national exposure on the 2023 series of Australian Idol, Kaitlyn's most recent success was being announced as a top 12 talent search finalist at the 2024 Gympie Music Muster, which again is no small achievement. I first interviewed Kaitlyn way back in January of 2020, and she's standing by on the phone right now waiting to have a chat with me, so it gives me great pleasure to welcome her on air right now. Hello, Kaitlyn, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on the show once again.
Oh, you're more than welcome. You are always welcome at this station, as you know. You've got a long-standing relationship with us.
I know, we go way back. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like I was saying off air, you were like 12 years old, I think, when you came in here as a studio guest and, played some music live to air. And, it hasn't stopped there.
I know. It's amazing. Time has gone so fast.
Hasn't it, though?
To even think that I was 12 years old heading into the studio with you, and
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So what are you now? 14?
I'd love to be 14 again. No, I'm 23 on my way to 24 next month.
Oh, okay.
Which is crazy.
All right. Well, many happy returns.
Thank you
in advance. All right, look, officially, welcome again to the Country Club. It's been a while between drinks, but look, it's great to have you on the show. I absolutely love talking to you. But let's get down to business. Tell us the story behind Hell of a Long Time. Great song, I love it.
Thank you.
What was your...
Hell of a Long Time was written during COVID. Am I allowed to say that? It feels like a blur ago. Back in 2020, okay. I wrote it online with Troy Kemp.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we wrote this one together on Zoom.
Uh-huh.
And at that point, we were going through heaps of lockdowns ourselves in Victoria, and I really wanted to see my friends and catch up with my family and couldn't do that. So we wrote a song about it. And then over the last couple of years, I've been reworking the song with Michael Painter and Michael Dello, the legends of M Squared, my producers. And we pretty much, made this song what it is today, which is incredible. And overall, the song is about, catching up with people that you haven't seen in a long time, whether that be at a music festival or a family gathering, and, just really appreciating that sometimes time may pass, but when you really find your people, it's like nothing's changed. Yeah. So that's pretty much what Hell of a Long Time's about. It's literally about throwing back a couple of drinks and celebrating friendship and, just having a really good time.
Nothing wrong with that. It's what life is all about.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I get where you come from, and I understand the influence behind the song. Now that you've explained it, it's all become crystal clear.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I mean, we all went through, a hell of a bad time during the COVID lockdowns and all that sort of stuff. I mean,
I know, it's crazy to even think that we went through it. It's like a blur.
Yeah.
And, I'm happy that I got a couple of songs out of it. So
yeah.
If that gave me something, it gave me this single. So that's all good with me.
Well, like they say, there's a silver lining in every cloud, you know.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, all right. So, tell us where people can buy your music.
Yeah, so everyone can find my music on literally every social media platform there is out there, which is crazy. But if you just head over to Google and you just type in Kaitlyn Thomas Music,
Okay.
Kaitlyn being Kaitlyn, Thomas spelt like normal, regular. Kaitlyn Thomas Music on Google, and that should lead you to absolutely everything, where I'm playing next, what's happening, and yeah.
Excellent. Does and I have to ask at this point, is there an album in the works?
There is an album in the works.
Lovely.
I'm looking at it going to be a 2025 thing, which is very exciting because I've been in and out of the studio the last few years, really developing my craft and my sounds and my audience. So definitely an album is on the works and in the works and on the rise for 2025.
Excellent. Look, when we sign off, I might send you a text sometime later today. I don't know when, but I will send you a text with our mailing address, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to send me a CD when it's released.
Definitely. I can definitely do that for you.
Oh, I'd love it, because like I said off air, I've only got like half a dozen of your songs in my playlist.
I know. We need to get more. There's plenty out there. We need to have a Kaitlyn Thomas hour.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And we might even fly you down for a visit in the studio.
Oh, exactly. Well, I'm probably going to be heading down there in November.
Okay.
A gig down there for Cancer out in Darrow Gwyn. So I've been a part of that for the last 4 years. So I'll be heading down there for that massive event. So who knows, maybe we can work something out.
I hope so. I hope we can we can get you in here, and maybe you can play a couple of songs.
Definitely.
That'd be great. I'd love it. And reading your resume, which is absolutely sensational. I understand that you do some acting, you've been an extra, you're a model, an influencer, a dancer, a music producer, and a TV and radio presenter. Do you have any spare time?
No, I don't. I keep myself busy by the sounds of that.
Yeah, it looks busy too. I mean, I'm working a sweat up just reading it.
Oh, well, you and me both. See, it's, look, a dancer, I'd like to put claim on that because I did dancing for so long when I was little.
Okay.
And I tried so hard to be average. So.
Really? How did that go?
Oh, it went really good. I just worked out that I was better at singing and playing guitar and writing songs. So one thing had to give. But everything else, is just one of my passions in the performing arts, which is great. Excellent.
You're a very talented young person, I've got to say,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and one of the questions I was going to ask was how long you've been playing music, but I know you've been doing it since you were 12, so, sort of figure, what's that, 3 years?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's like coming up to my 16th year of doing music and playing music, which is crazy to even think, just, with my age and everything, but it's been a part of my life for pretty much nearly all of it.
Wow. Have you ever imagined yourself doing anything else?
Look, no. I was never gifted with any sport talent. I'm not really coordinated in that kind of way, and, it's just something that I've been passionate about at a really young age, and I was very fortunate and lucky to have parents that supported me in that and gave me the opportunities to do that. So I'm forever thankful and grateful for them with their constant support.
That's excellent. And are your parents still here in Melbourne?
No, so we've all shipped up to Brisbane, which is crazy to even think that we're up here right now.
Okay.
But we all moved. We bought land in 2020. I think the lockdowns and everything just made us go, we need to leave.
All right, yeah. Okay.
So it's been in the works for the last few years, but our house was ready, and we've sold our property in Wallen, and now we're up here in Brisbane, which is crazy to even say out loud, but I will forever be a Victorian girl. She can't take the Vico out of me.
Okay. Okay.
especially with some of our phrasings.
The main thing is you're Australian. You know, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Doesn't matter which state you come from, I don't think. But I'm interested. I have to ask, you got a spare room up there?
Well, we do. We have quite a few spare rooms. My parents were very fortunate enough to build quite a nice house so we can have guests and those kind of things come up when they're heading towards Gympie or CMC Rocks or anything like that.
Yeah.
We're not too far away from all of those festivities.
Because I was thinking of moving in with you, you know what I mean? And, you know, nominal rent sort of thing, you know.
Well, I'm sure we could definitely arrange that. That would be fun.
I'll sign up at the local radio station as a volunteer presenter.
That's right. Done.
All right. You got a deal. I love how quickly that all came together. It's terrific.
I love it.
All right. So, look, what's your favourite thing about being a performer, you know, being up on stage, you know, performing live?
Well, I think my favourite thing about being a performer is doing exactly that, performing on stage. Being on stage is one of my favourite things to do, and being the adrenaline and the excitement that I get from it is absolutely amazing. And seeing people out in the audience love and appreciate my music, that is, you know, something that you can only dream of. So getting out there and performing in front of local communities and hopefully fans, it is something that I look forward to every year and every moment that I can. Whenever there's a festival coming up, I am counting down the days and the seconds that I can be on that stage.
Lovely. Yeah, I understand that. It's an indescribable experience, is it not?
It definitely is.
Yeah, it's not an everyday thing, is it? You know, when you get up there in front of an audience and
No, it's not. It's like, I wish I could do it every single day, except I'd probably run myself into the ground of sickness. But it is definitely something that I love doing every, you know, fortnight of a weekend or, you know, anything like that. It's, you know, music is my passion and it's what I live and breathe, and performing is that too. Good
on you. That's great. Yeah, it's look. Another question that springs to mind is, you know, I mean, you've got a great voice. There's no doubt about it. You know, and you could have chosen pretty much any genre that you would like to have, you know, gone into. But I'm curious why you picked country music.
Well, I don't know. Like, country music has just been a part of my life ever since I was little. And when I saw the likes of Becky Cole and the Sunny Cowgirls perform at the Whittlesea Country Music Festival back in 2009,
right,
I knew that country music was what I wanted to do. Okay. And country music today is definitely a lot different than what it was, but it's also a great place to tell stories, and I love sharing my personal experiences through that. And I honestly just love the community that country music brings together, and the collaborations that can occur within the genre. And, you know, I am definitely a country rock pop chick, so I definitely merge a few genres together. But country music, all in all, was my all-time favourite growing up, and some of my famous favourite influences are, in fact, in that genre and outside of that genre as well.
Yeah. You're a girl after my own heart. I always say that, you know, country and rock has been the most sensational collaboration. You know, it's a marriage made in heaven.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Absolutely. I was talking to Will Day, I think a couple of weeks ago, and he's sort of, you know, country rock very strongly as well, you know. So,
great.
You know, I put you and him in the same box pretty much in terms of, you know, you both being really edgy type country rock people, you know, and I love that.
Yeah, who doesn't? People who don't love that, crazy, I reckon.
I couldn't agree more. It's amazing. You and I are on the same page.
That's it. That's good. Great minds speak alike.
Oh, they do, absolutely. I'll have to find one. Now, we're talking about you being alive, you know, performing live, but I'm just curious, you know, out of all your performances, what's been your most memorable experience so far as a performer?
There's been quite a few. It's really hard to pick one, but, I've got a handful that are definitely career highlights for myself. And one of them happened recently in Tamworth this year in January. I was able to perform with my band on the big Toyota Park stage as part of Girls' Night Out, which was with Jane Denham, Ella and Sienna, and with the host Amber Lawrence, of course.
Yeah.
It was such an amazing experience for me to be able to showcase who I am as Kaitlyn Thomas with a band.
Okay.
And to be on that stage was absolutely a dream come true. I've been going to Tamworth since I was 12 years old, so it was a few years in the making for me to be able to be given that opportunity. So that one was definitely a big career highlight. And then you've also got, the Bluebird Cafe performing there in Nashville and the listening room and all of that. But my most recent one is definitely being and doing that at Tamworth this year.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, I envy you. As a retired musician, I'm sort of interested in your band now that you've mentioned them. Can you just give us a quick description of the band and who's in it?
Yeah. So I've got a Victorian band that I use, and I've got a lot of guys that I use up here that come and be a part of it. But the generic setup of having a great drummer, great bass player, and, some keys as well. Mm-hmm. I also had my guitarist, Ben Westfall, as well. He played saxophone. He did a rendition of John Farnham's Help on the stage, and that was having a saxophone at Tamworth at a country music festival. I was like, this is the best day ever. So you've got that, and I've also got, some great guys that play lead guitar, and then me as well. So it all kind of, rotates around on who's available for the gig and that. But I'm very lucky to have a handful of musicians that are, keen to play with me, which is awesome. That's
great. And you obviously play guitar as well, I understand.
Yeah, I do. I've been playing guitar since I was about 9 years old. So just about as long as I've been singing, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I started when I was 12, but, and I, retired a few years ago now. But what sort of, I've got to ask on the technical side, what sort of guitar have you got, or the acoustic guitar that you play? What?
Well, I've got quite a few.
Oh, really?
It's ridiculous. I have a music room now, and I didn't realise how much of a guitar buyer I am.
Okay.
But my go-to guitar acoustically is my custom Maton guitar 8.0 Performance. That one's got my name engraved in the fretboard. So that's my go-to.
Oh, nice.
But then I've got my Gretsch. I've got a nice aqua teal blue Gretsch that I use when I'm playing with the band, because it's always nice to get off the acoustic.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are all ones that I've picked up along the way. I've got a pink sparkly Daisy Rock guitar as well, and bit of both. I've got my first nylon string guitar. It all stems from, I think I've got about 16 in this room that I'm sitting in now, which is, I don't know if that's a problem or just really cool.
That's ridiculous, 16 guitars.
I know.
I've got 3.
It's crazy.
4, counting my mate. But anyway, I've always wanted a Martin. So, maybe next time you're in America, you can buy me one and bring it home.
Oh, yeah, sure. If it's in the budget, 100%.
Okay. They're only about $5,000 or something,
Yeah, yeah. That's just in my back pocket. I can definitely do that.
Oh, you're a good girl. I love you. Oh, dear. All right, so, look, time's up. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but just quickly, what's next for you? What do you got coming up that's,
Well, the next thing that's going to be happening quite shortly is obviously the Gympie Muster happening in August. So I've got that. I'm preparing for that, which is very exciting. It's going to be my first Gympie Muster as well. I've been dreaming about going to the Gympie Muster ever since I was little, and obviously being in Victoria, it's a little bit harder financially to get up here and accommodation and yada, yada, yada. But now that we are living in Brisbane and not too far away from Gympie, I'll definitely be making that my annual tradition.
Yep.
It always falls around my birthday, which is lovely. So
great.
I've got that coming up, and I've got another gig hopefully in late August, and then I'm doing a Christmas country cruise in November as well, which is very exciting.
Excellent. All right. Well, when I move into that spare room you've got up there, I'll be able to get to the Gympie Music Muster too. It's something I've always wanted to do, you know. So, you know, you can drive me there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, mate.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Kaitlyn, I thank you so much for taking the time to have this chat with me on your
thank you.
Sunday Arvo.
Thank you so much for letting me back on the show and having a good old long time, well-deserved chat.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Like I said, you're always welcome at this station and certainly on the Country Club. So,
thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have a chat with you. And hopefully we'll be able to get together in November when you're down here. So.
Yes, hopefully we can, organise that. That'll be amazing.
Terrific. All right, thank you again. And look, all the best to you. I wish you every success. And, look forward to chatting with you again in a not too distant future.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye for now.
Bye.